What's going on YouTube? Alright, today we're going to be talking about legal aid and show cause hearing. Okay, so you're going to need to go and apply for your legal aid right away once you are done with your show cause hearing. If you get your show cause hearing and you end up out on bail, okay, so now you want to get your disclosure. Look on your disclosure and it'll see what the Crown Attorney is asking for. So that's how you're going to find out if you will get accepted for legal aid or not. If the Crown Attorney is not asking for custody, then they're not even going to bother giving you legal aid for that because it's not a severe thing. So if they're looking at custody term, then you're a lot more likely to get accepted for legal aid. But then they're going to check into a few more things like your financial background, yours, and if you're still a dependent of your parents or anything like that, they'll check into that to see if your parents can help you out, your immediate family, your wife or your spouse, even a dependent. If you're old enough to have a dependent that still lives with you that is well off, they could even check into that, honestly. They'll check into everything. So basically, for the show cause hearing, here in Canada, okay, if you get arrested and they don't give you a promise to appear to show up to court, then you're gonna have to go for a show cause hearing. If you get a summons, a promise to appear, then you just show up at court when you're supposed to, and then you go do your fingerprints when you're supposed to, on usually 2 different dates. Okay, now for the show cause hearing, they're gonna keep you overnight, bring you in front of the judge. And when they bring you in front of the judge, that's when the Crown Attorney is going to tell you what kind of time they're looking for. You can use duty counsel or a lawyer. I suggest you use a real lawyer. Usually they're about $1,500 minimum for a bail hearing for a lawyer. So, and that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the bail either. So here in Canada, you're not guaranteed to get your bail. So that's why they make you go for a show cause hearing, which means you need to show the judge and the Crown why they should give you bail. Show that you're not a flight risk. You need to have a good surety. The surety needs to prove that they have the assets, like a bank account statement, or owning a house or an expensive vehicle, anything to prove that you have the means to whatever the bail is. So obviously, the higher the bail, the more they're going to want to see. It's easy if you just bring in your bank statement from that day, okay, because they're going to look at the date. They want that date on there. If you're going to be in a surety, you need to know this sort of thing. Or if you need to get in a surety, you need to tell your surety these sort of things. If your surety has a record, any sort of criminal record, you do not want to use them. You need someone that's going to be able to watch you a lot, like 24/7 almost. So best person would be your significant other. As long as they don't have a criminal record, that would be a perfect person to get you out on bail, as long as it's not a domestic, which it shouldn't be, you know what I mean? So basically, anything else that goes on with a show cause hearing, the Crown Attorney is going to fight against you to try to make you not get the bail hearing, to try to make you not get out on bail. They're going to, say all this other stuff against you. So if you've had like breaches of probation on your record or breach of bail, those are other reasons they could keep you for a show cause hearing. So yeah, let's name the reasons why they'll keep you for a show cause hearing, and not give you the promise to appear. For example, if you have a lengthy criminal record, if you're a flight risk, if you have any escapes, custodies on your record, such as I do, if you're on probation or bail or anything like that, then they'll also look at how long you've been off papers. Like if you've been off paperwork and you've been off bail, you've been off probation, you've been out of trouble forever, and you have a lengthy criminal record, and it's something small, they might give you a promise to appear. Okay, I've seen that happen before. It's mostly if you're on probation or on bail. That's for sure show cause, because it's a breach automatically, so they need to bring you in front of the judge. Now, for the legal aid, you need to go there to the office, have a meeting. First, you need to call, set up the appointment, and then you go for the meeting and all that. And then you're going to have to hear a little bit, wait to hear back from them. So you're going to be going to court and put it over a few times until you'll be able to get that going. It's not fun. It's hell, especially if you're going through all this in custody, right? It's it's not fun. Show cause means that you're going to be going to court from the jail, and they wake you up at 5 a.m. It's just treacherous. Trust me, you do not want to be in these places. Count your lucky stars and your blessings if you've never been in these places, and just make sure you keep on the right path. Don't go down these roads to try to do things quick, or like scams, or get rich quick scams, or just be a good person, don't break the law, and you won't have to worry about any of this stuff. I'm just telling you this stuff for your information, for those that want to learn about this sort of thing. So this is the experiences that I've had, and so I've learned over the years and stuff like that. Being in there talking to all kinds of dudes, they would ask me, how long do you think I'm going to get for this? How long do you think I'm going to get for that? You know what I mean? Because I had a lot more experience than most dudes. Yeah, so that's about it. You do not want to have to go for a show cause hearing, because you're rarely ever going to get it. You'll probably get it the first time. You'll get it if you don't have a big record, okay? But if you got like a lot of violence or anything like that, like I said, if you're not on papers, it all has to do with every little thing, right? But basically, it's going to be like a mini trial trying to get yourself on bail. Just put it that way. And then the whole legal aid thing, it's basically they only want to give you that if you're looking at jail time. And the duty counsel, whatever you do, the duty counsel is there to help you when you're at court putting it over until you get a lawyer. Don't use the duty counsel for a pretrial, or don't use the duty counsel to work out a deal with the crown or anything like that. That's the worst thing you can possibly do. Don't trust the duty counsels, and be wary about certain lawyers. I had a lawyer when I was very young, about 19, get me to plead guilty on 12 different charges, and most of the time they should get some of them dropped and work out a deal for your client. But this lawyer didn't do that. He just said, oh, the crown's looking for this. If you plead guilty to all of this, then you'll get out today, and time served. And then that's what I did, because I wanted to get out that day. I had already been in for a really long time and just wanted to get out. And yeah, so you really got to be careful, do your research. This is Canadian justice system that I'm speaking on right now. I know in the US you guys have a way better bail system. You guys have bail bondsmen, and you guys can just, as soon as you get arrested, you go right down to the jail, and you have an option to be able to make a call and post bail right away. I think that's how it should work here in Canada. I think that our rights are violated in every which way but loose, and that's why I make these videos. And I want to make it so everybody knows that our justice system is corrupt. So is the US. But I mean, we got it real bad here in Canada. US has it just as bad, because they give out hella time for things that are just shouldn't be doing that much time for. So there is no justice system in North America that is good. Like, this is like guilty until proven innocent. It's all that. All right. So we'll see you in the next one. Hope you learned something. If not, hope you're entertained a little bit.